Alright ships, this is N1 Backstabber here. This is a match between Algeria and Egypt. I thought I'd voice this match over because it's quite a hard match. Even though it's at home, it's still quite a hard match to win. Algeria and Egypt have a very big rivalry. You wouldn't know about it that much if you were actually lived in Europe or America, unless you've been to Egypt or Algeria or know of someone who's been there before. But they have a very big rivalry. There are two countries that really hate each other, especially when it comes to football. And I'm playing as Algeria as always. Got some alright players in there. Bagheera is quite a good player. Jebedor is a good player. Ziani, Belhaj, and Matmore. They're all some good players. But Ghazal is a bit overrated and he's a bit slow for my style of play. You'll see him constantly getting tackled throughout this game. It's quite annoying because he's a wee bit slow. So yeah, here we go. It's a match against Egypt. They'll go offensive. They won't go into defensive shell like Senegal did last game. If you've seen the last game, it's against Senegal in Algeria, and that ended up being a 0-0 draw because I really couldn't beat their defensive shell. They literally had about 10 men around the ball all at once. And it's very hard to score into a team that's like that. But I'd already qualified by that time, so no point in re-recording it. But Egypt sort of play a wee bit more attacking. That could be a wee bit more dangerous for my defense because the defense will have to deal with more than I would have to if I was playing against Gambia or something and they were in a big defensive shell. I've seen teams in this walkthrough that just went into a defensive shell from the start, and that's one of the most frustrating things. Just seeing a team go into a big defensive shell, having tons of people back all the time. But there is a way to beat these defensive shells unless they have a really fast defense, really top class defense. It'll work with sort of not the greatest teams in the world, but still alright teams. So what you do is you just sort of go a wee bit more defensive. Let them have a little attack, even though that's not the best of ideas on Legendary. Sort of let them have a half attack, let all their players come up the field, and then just switch your sort of status on the D-pad to attacking, and then just go all out attack, and just keep on doing that. And you've got a good chance of getting a goal that way if you're very fast and hungry. And there again, it proves that I haven't really the best with my free kicks. Ziani's actually scored one before on this walkthrough, but yeah, I was pretty lucky. And that's the problem with Egypt. They can go on these big runs where they're one man running away from your defense and he's actually behind your defense just by a little bit. But players like Bagheera, Belhadj, they'll be able to catch up with him. I'm not too sure about the centre defenders, but Bagheera and Belhadj will be able to catch up with him easy. See, just there, Halachi or something like that. I'm not sure what his name is, but he couldn't catch him when Belhadj or Bagheera could have easily caught him there. And there, just saw a good run by Matmore, and played a free ball. He was onside, obviously, and it's just in a simple finish, just pressed the RB to place my shot, placed it bottom corner, simple goal. And I can have attacks like that where I play big through balls and some player latches onto it and just can finish it, because especially in this game anyway, because Egypt are gonna come and try and attack. They're not gonna go in a big defensive shell, as I've mentioned before. They're gonna try and get a win out of it because they're a good team. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say in this commentary. Just trying to think of something. If not, then I'll just sign out. Nah, I don't really have anything. See you next time.
Really good tussle, only one winner though. Shorkey, Abdel Nabi, stopped him in his tracks. Hemdani, Belhadj. Gezal. Got to make better use of the ball than that. Ahmed Kamal. That's the half-time whistle.
For this team to get back in this game, Pride, they've got to stop this team creating chances. They've got to close people down. They've got to defend better, otherwise they're going to get beat here.
Ready to go again, are we? Yes, we're underway. Majid Bagheera. Saifi, Ziani. Jebour. That's no problem for the keeper. Jebour. Gezal. Flags up here. He's offside.
Okay, we know his game. We know he's eager to get forward, but he's got to be careful. He's got to time his runs an awful lot better than that to get in here.
Amu Hamadi. Ahmed Kamal. Good interception. Bagheera. Ziani. Saifi. Jebour. Gezal. Matmore. There was danger there until he stepped in. He saw the chance to release him, but didn't direct the pass as he wanted. You can't afford to let this man run at you. He can pick a pass. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Hemdani. Ziani. Jebour. Gezal. Didn't middle that, did he?
Well, that just gives the goalkeeper something to think about. He now knows that whenever this guy gets a chance, he'll have a shot.
Manager's making a substitution, hoping to find a way to change things and maybe save this match. They're in possession again. Amir Zaki wins the ball back. Matmore. Classy defending. He was made to hurry there, anxious clearance. Gezal. It's a good pass, you know. Algeria have won themselves a corner. Zidane. Lost the ball here. Pendani. Belhaj. Yahia. Matt Moore. Gezal. Give the ball away far too cheaply.